It's a war. It's a malware.
Did you know that ransomware attacks cost businesses over $20 billion in just 2021? Yes, ransomware attacks have become one of the most devastating cyber crimes in recent years. In 2021 alone, these attacks were estimated to have cost over $20 billion. Now, malware is short for malicious software. It's a type of software specially designed to damage, disrupt, gain unauthorized access to computer systems, networks, or data. It includes various forms such as viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, spyware, adware, and different more. Once installed, malware can steal sensitive information, damage files, monitor users' activity, or even take control of entire system. Understanding malware is crucial for both individuals and organizations, as digital systems have become more integrated into our daily life and business operations. The risks associated with malware increase significantly. By being aware of how malware works, how it spreads, users can take proactive measures such as using strong passwords, installing antivirus software, updating systems regularly, and practicing safe browsing habits to protect their data and reduce the chances of a security breach. Now we're going to talk about the types of malware, the malware types, and I listed out some great malware and the real world examples of what they've actually done and how to prevent these malwares from getting infected, like getting your computer infected. The second to last and the last malware, you won't believe what they do, you won't believe what they have done and what they can still do. So you're going to want to prevent it with all the means of prevention for a malware. Yeah. Malicious code that attaches itself to legitimate files or programs is called the virus. That's the number one type of malware. Once executed, it replicates itself, spreads to other files, potentially corrupting and crashing systems. Now, I'll give you an example of a virus. The I love you virus. 2000 spread via email, masquerading a love letter. It infected millions of computers worldwide by overwriting files and disabling systems. Now here's how to prevent that virus. Just use updated antivirus software. Don't open an unexpected email attachment as long as you're not expecting the email attachment, the attachment to the email, or you're not expecting the email at all and then you see that email and you just see an attachment of it. Don't open it. Disable auto run on external devices. Yeah. That is number one malware, viruses. And I don't give you an example of the I love you virus.
The second on my list of malwares type today is worms. Now, what's a worm or what are worms? They are self-replicating malware that spreads independently without needing to attach to files or programs. Unlike viruses, worms often exploit network vulnerabilities. Now, a real-world example of a worms malware is let me see. In 2017, WannaCry worm used the Windows vulnerability external boot to spread globally, encrypting files, demanding ransom, and it crippled hospital, banks, and even transport systems. Now here is how to prevent worms. Regularly update operating systems and softwares. Use firewalls to block suspicious traffic. Disable unused ports and services. So Trojans have the third space on the list. Trojans are malware disguised as harmless and useful software. Once installed, it creates backdoor for attackers to steal information or data, or install other malwares into your system or network. An example is the motet. I don't know if I pronounce it well, but you see it on your screen though. Began as a banking trojan, but evolved into a delivery mechanism for ransomware and spyware. It was very crazy. And here's how to prevent it. Download only from trusted, verified sources. Use a sandbox environment to test unknown files. Employ endpoint protection software. Ransomware. That's the fourth on my list. Now, a ransomware is a malware that encrypts data on a system, all the data on a system, it encrypts it, and then it demands for payments, usually in cryptocurrency. So once payment is made, your access is restored, else you lose your files. Now, a real world example of ransomware is CryptoLocker. Alright, the CryptoLocker encrypted files on infected systems and demanded for Bitcoin for in order to get the decryption keys. The people who didn't pay lost their files permanently. Now here are the prevention tips. One, backup data regularly. Yeah, it's a ransomware. It's going to get what is on the system, and if you don't have your files backed up to the cloud, probably, or to an external device, to maybe a hard drive or a flash drive, when the ransomware when your system gets infected by the ransomware, you lose your files if you can't pay the certain amount that is demanded for. So you back up your files, most trusted, the cloud, back up the files to the cloud, and store it offline regularly. Don't click suspicious links or open shady attachments. You know what that means. Now, segment your network like to limit spread.
So next we have spyware. Spyware is a malware that secretly monitors users' activity and collects personal information. A real world example is cool web search. It redirected browsers and tracked users' behavior. Here are tips to avoid this. Use reputable anti-spyware tools and be conscious with free software installation. Adware is the sixth on the list. Adware is a malware that automatically delivers unwanted advertisements to users. A real world example is Fireball. It turned browsers into ad revenue generating machines. And here is how to prevent it. Install ad blockers and avoid downloading software from unverified sources. This is a way to avoid most of the malware that are being spread through websites and applications. Rootkits enable unauthorized users to gain control of system without detection. An example is Inecore's rootkit. It facilitated the spread of other malware types. Now here is the prevention method. Use security softwares capable of detecting rootkits and monitor systems behavior. Keyloggers record keystrokes to capture sensitive information like passwords. An example is Olympic Vision. The Olympic Vision keylogger targeted businesses to steal credentials. Here's the prevention method. Employ virtual keyboards and regular scan for malware. Fileless malware operates in memory without leaving files, making detection difficult. If you watched the last video on characteristics of malware, you will learn more about fileless malware. A real example of fileless malware is PowerGhost. We use PowerShell to execute attacks without files. And here's how to prevent it. Implement behavior-based detection tools and limit script execution. Cryptojacking. Here's the definition. Unauthorized use of device to mine cryptocurrency. An example is the Conhive. The Conhive script was embedded into websites to mine Monero. There is a prevention. Use browser extensions that block mining scripts and monitor CPU usage.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video to others so that they can learn. And this is the second episode of the Malware series. The next episode is going to be on understanding malware, typically understanding malware. Stay tuned, don't miss out, hit the bell button to always stay updated.